Hello, this is Dave, and welcome to Equity Story. Just having a look at the ASX 200 here, it does look pretty weak. So I do expect, I think next week is going to be pretty similar, much of the same. Um, Obviously, the numbers coming out of the States haven't been particularly fantastic. I don't think there's much to really send this market northwards. I think there's a lot more around that's going to send it southwards. Certainly till the election, and this could tie in for maybe a pretty decent fall until we can see who's going to be the next president of the United States of America. And I do expect the way the polls are looking, there is a possibility that Trump, you can't discount him. He could have a surge at the last minute and win. But at the moment, it is looking like Clinton. I think if Clinton does get in, she is the Wall Street darling, and I think the markets, even if they have a fall in the next 2 weeks, could have a nice little jump up. A little bit of our policy at the moment of how we're playing the market by sort of putting on a few. I think if Trump was easily winning now, I don't think we'd be putting any 3-year growth stories out. We're sort of dipping our toe in the market a little bit. That's why we put our SOM. It's doing very well for us and looks good. Again, those who are not in SOM, have a look at it. It's a really, really exciting company. I think the market cap is just over 200 million. And you look at things like ResMed, it's trading on like 14 billion, 12 billion to 14 billion. The market cap is of ResMed. It's a big market, this sleep apnea and sleeping issues. And I think SomnoMed is a classic takeover target as well. Again, that Tox had a lot of people, members saying, "Oh, Dave, thanks a lot for putting that on." It's a stock that I sort of used to follow a long time, a few years ago, and reading up about it and reading that recent acquisition, I agree it looks really exciting, and I think it does. It gives a dividend of 4%. It's got growth. It's got 4 or 5 different businesses, bring in different revenue from different areas. So I think it's a really interesting story, and I don't think it's going to shoot the lights out, but I think over the next 3 years or even 2 years, it'll be a nice little steady little earner for us. We've got some more stocks up our sleeve, and I think we're going to have an exciting another 3-year growth story, but actually a smaller market cap. Its market cap is around sort of 50 million, but their revenue is around 50 million. You don't often see that, and so that stock will most probably be going out on Monday. It's another brilliant find from the great man Kopets himself, and I think again it's going to be a big winner for us. Just obviously looking at I'm just here at the moment looking at some of obviously the 3-year growth stories. I think GDK, that chart looks fantastic. It's got a little buy signal, so in normal times this will have another run next week, and suddenly I think it's looking really, really interesting. I'm going to talk about Blackmores again, right? Because if this has another dip under 100 and you're not in it, you need to get in it. I think quite a few people phoned today, and we've been talking about Blackmores, and I know the chart doesn't look brilliant, but fundamentally, you've got a company that's giving a dividend just slightly under 4% on a P of around 16 and a growth of at least 20%. I mean, those all the golden numbers to get into a stock, and I think down here we're not paying $2. What was the high? $2.14. We're looking at around. We put it as a buy at 147, but around this sort of level 107.84 even where it traded today. I think Blackmores is compelling buying, and again, we do follow certain exhaustion patterns, and it seems to have hit that pattern as well and bounced back above that sort of 200-day moving average. Really do like Blackmores. If you're not in it and you're looking obviously for a 3-year growth story for the next 2 years, I don't think you can get anything better than Blackmores. Again, I think it's important to say what I was saying last night. Blackmores, it's a China story, and there you've got China. It's growing from middle class 150 million to 350 million in the next 4 years. I mean, forget Australia or the demand here. It's insignificant. It's totally insignificant to the potential of the growth they're going to have in Asia. So we're really bullish on the company, and and I think we're very happy to have it in our 3-year growth portfolio, and certainly if you haven't got it, I'd have a look at it. The other company is one we're trending at the moment, and I've got to mention Orocobre because okay, it's come down, and we try to buy it just run forward. It's floating again with that sort of longer term moving average on a weekly chart. But the production numbers, the quarterly they put out today was absolutely, I think it was fantastic. And we're sort of how do you say, equity story? I don't think we're geniuses, but we're not. We look at the simple things in life, and the simple things are often the things that make sense. And if you look at their lithium project, which they're just under 70% of, it's simple economics for us. Their costs are they're looking to bring their costs down to around 2,500 for next year. They've got a scoping. They're going to be doing 17,500 in tons of lithium, and they're making around 6,000 a ton. And if they go up to 25,000 tons, it's going to be a lot more. This company is going to be bringing a lot of revenue next year, and for us, I think it's very, very exciting. Obviously, if you read this last paragraph they put out today, it said here, management say Orocobre share price has been negatively impacted by a significant increase in short selling. Now, that's obviously short selling. A lot of people are short selling lithium at the moment, which I think a lot of lithium projects deserve to be shorted. I don't think they're as good as what people think they are, but that doesn't apply to Orocobre. Orocobre is one of the cheapest lithium producers in the world. It's on the lower tier of cost to produce lithium, and it's in production and making money. So anyway, they've been shorting the stock, which they say the company is at historic levels. But you know what? The management here bought the top 20 shareholders have been buying most of the stock. Now those top 20 shareholders are certainly in the know. They know the story behind the company. They know where the company is going. They know the potential, and I think like these shareholders, I think we should at Equity Story, if you want to buy in something which I think has been oversold, follow these shareholders who have been buying, because I think it wouldn't be a bad move. And again, they had a nice move up today, up 3.25%. And Orocobre can move quickly and can move fast, and this stock can easily in 2 weeks be back up to $4, even $4.50. It can move, and historically it does, really, really quickly. And again, it's formed that base. So it's formed that base below $3 and started to hopefully to move up again. I think that's all I've got to talk about tonight in Equity Story. The market was ugly this week. Saying that, we put out some of our sort of classic buy signals, and they fought pretty well in the market. I think BDR had a jump once of 5% and ended the market equal. IGO ended the market up something around sort of I think it was 2% or something, but looked pretty good and really went against the market. And even A2 Milk at the beginning of the week had a good jump up and went up about 2.5% before it obviously got sold down on that sort of bad report that Baker Cheese had. The bullish stocks held up really well, and as you would expect, the stocks that we said would be negative were obviously all negative, and like BXB here was sort of bearish. It was down 3%. FL Flight Center was down 2.3%. CSL was down 4.5%. So again, those weekly buy and sell signals in a time where the market is, this is a trending system, and the market is just up and down like a yo-yo, but they're still giving us tremendous guidance. Those of you who don't know how good these weekly buy and sell signals have been, just go on to the website, go to Einstein's trending blog. You can go back over a year. You can look how accurate these calls have been, and I think they'll certainly blow you away. Anyway, have a great weekend. I look forward to bringing you this report on Monday, and good night. Thank you.